Hi guys, you're tuning in to BBZ Reviews, where three vastly different individuals with varying technical backgrounds come together to share their thoughts on movies, films, and everything in between. Hi guys, welcome back to BBZ Reviews, which stands for
Boomer.
Boomer.
and Zoomer Reviews.
And
So-
who are we?
We
My
are,
name is Salihin, actually.
This is Kaz.
and I'm Shannon. So today, for this specific episode, we have been holding our tongues, or we've been trying to hold our tongues for this movie because we actually just watched it. We just caught it at Vivo City. What is it? What's the film?
Top Gun 2.
Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun nombor 2.
Yeah. So now we can finally release ourselves and talk about
Yes.
our first impressions and what
Right.
struck us.
So we actually went out to catch it in the office hour. Yay.
Yes.
It's work.
Yep.
Yeah, it's for
So to do
enjoyment.
this. So yeah. And I think one thing in common for all of us is like we all enjoyed it.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
was good.
Super.
Yeah. I did
One
too.
word. Very good. It's 2 words.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your take?
My take, as someone who actually didn't watch the first one.
Because you weren't born yet.
Oh, really?
86 or so, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Below
Yeah.
2000.
The first one was 1986.
Yeah, I think so,
Below,
somewhere
before
there.
2000.
Yeah.
So, did you guys catch it in the cinemas?
Yes.
I don't remember. I think so
Damn.
because I
Yeah.
felt the oomph, so
Oh,
it can't be TV. yeah.
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 Yeah, so it was kind of crazy for me because I don't really watch this kind of films. Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
this sort of action,
but
aviation, just never
yeah,
really.
but Top Gun is the Top Gun, and nothing else is like Top Gun, right?
You see, that kind of feeling towards Top Gun is only for people in our generation.
Right.
Right? Because it was the movie.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise became Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
yeah.
after Top Gun. Everybody started wearing sunglasses,
Rayban.
Rayban sunglasses, and then riding where they wearing the
Motorbike.
motorbike Sunset.
G something, right? The leather.
Yes, a thing.
Yeah, pilot jacket. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so it was a big thing
yeah.
for our generation
Yes,
people.
it
But
was,
for
yeah.
these kids, Top Gun doesn't
Doesn't
you
ring
know,
a bell
yeah,
at all.
Doesn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
to illustrate it, obviously, at the end of the roller credit, we're a nice guy. We watch roller credits, and
I wanted to leave.
yeah,
But
He
these
was
people.
ready, he was
I
standing
saw
up
you
already.
working out, but yeah. So towards the very end, there's like a tribute to Tony Scott.
Yeah, I
The
asked if that
director.
was.
She said, "Who is Tony Scott?"
Yeah.
So I said, "He's a Ridley Scott's brother, younger brother, but he's the director of Top Gun.
Top Gun.
That's why
Died in
yeah.
early 10 years ago, I think.
I think so,
Googled
yeah.
2012. something, yeah.
So that's why it makes
No, but-
very much sense.
But do you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it
did you
does.
like the movie? Since you're not into aviation and manly
I did.
movies.
I really, really did. So I think it's really like something about it just is so universal. Like I feel like there's no one who won't like it. We were talking about it previously because we couldn't hold our tongues. It really like doesn't have that much violence
There's no violence actually.
at all, right?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
a
for an
lot of-
action movie,
loud
People are
noise.
dead, though.
Yeah.
like barely lah.
Yeah, enemy's life is no life, right?
Well, true. Now we sound evil. Now we sound evil. But yeah,
My first reaction to it was when Danger Zone song came on.
Oh,
by
yeah,
Kenny
yeah,
Loggins,
yeah.
the first part of the movie, right?
I'm sure they purposely done it, and
oh,
yeah, and the song. That,
Yeah, Kenny Loggins.
Mm.
Get into the danger zone. But for me, it was a good movie, no complaints, right? But once you start thinking about it, is it a love story with a aeroplane aviation movie, or is it really a movie story with a little bit of love story thrown in?
I think it's more than that, right? The love story. I think it's more of his journey, in a sense,
Yeah.
and how
And also,
yeah.
like, blood relation is not the only form of family.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
recent kind
Oh,
of thing.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay, wait, before we go any further, this is part 2, right?
Yes.
So for someone who did not watch part 1,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
do you
Yeah.
miss anything from that? Do you think that,
I mean-
sure, I should have watched part 1?
Not at all. But it would make me want to watch part 1 to understand the
That's good.
backstory.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually wanted to ask you guys, like, since you guys have watched the first one and it's
Mhm.
such a big hit, right?
Mhm.
Did y'all have like very high expectations? It seems like it met your expectations also.
Actually, I had, and moreover, our colleagues told us it's a very good film.
Yeah.
It raised the bar already,
Yeah.
Mm.
but I wasn't disappointed at all.
A friend of mine, true, no, I think nobody left the theater disappointed. But a friend of mine said after watching it, I wished I have watched it on IMAX. So I was expecting some good,
Right.
some aeroplane scenes, standing ones. It was true, right?
Yep.
All of
Yeah,
us
yeah,
wish
yeah.
we had watched
Yeah,
it.
right
Yeah.
after that,
Mm.
yeah.
And they shot on this newly developed for this film camera by Sony. They have 6 IMAX camera in that small cockpit. I don't know where they are hiding
Whoa.
it, but
Really?
6. So yeah. So they didn't miss any expression or whatsoever. And
Mm.
the actors are experiencing real 7.5 to 8G, real one. And that was the demand from Tom Cruise. He insisted. Everyone asked him to make part 2 for longest time.
Right.
And everyone were telling him like, hey, just use CGI or VFX. But he refused it. So yeah, he waited the moment that Navy would fully cooperate this. And they used the real airplane for this.
Talking about planes, talking about the Navy cooperating with them again. How much was the budget for them? How much they spent to make the movies? We Googled, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
170
Yeah,
million.
Yeah, yeah.
So apparently that's a big amount of money to be spent on making movies.
Yeah.
But however,
but they say it's cheaper than Thor.
No, not when we already just
Thor, the
reviewed
love
it.
story.
Yeah,
Thor.
yeah.
Love and
Goodness.
Thunder, not Love Story.
See, I myself get mixed up. Love and Thunder. It just doesn't mix.
But how though? How is it that they spent more on Thor? Just thinking about it.
The
Okay,
wig,
if you
the
put it that
hair,
way.
expensive hair. You gotta buy
The armor,
the armor, all
Squeaky
hand
armor.
painted.
the squeaky, but it just doesn't compare.
I guess, it's a real airplane.
Hmm.
That means they don't need to create prop airplane.
True.
So
Oh,
yeah.
true. They
Yeah.
just gotta spend a lot of money borrowing it.
But you see, when you look at 173 million, there's a lot of money.
Yes.
But
it is.
how much did they make?
Yeah.
It's
That's
like a
amazing.
few weeks.
Billion.
It was like 600 or 500 million worldwide. Just a few weeks after it was.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I don't envy him, but I'm happy for him that he has opportunity to make another good film.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
But if you see, right, Tom Cruise is probably one, and the Connolly, like the woman, the main, the two main cast, they look still good. They still look good, right? Yeah, Val Kilmer, poor thing, like he's not feeling well, but he looks like.
Oh yeah, but speaking of him, right? He had a throat cancer. Right?
Yeah,
Then he can't speak actually now.
correct.
But the scene that he speaks, it's AI generated of his voice. It's so the team went around to look for his voice from over the films and all that. Then
Wow.
the AI created like 40 patterns of same line, and the director picked like,
Wow.
okay, this would be good, and that, it's amazing.
Imagine if
I
you know what? Now you mention it, they use it. Imagine it's a Google voice. The Navy needs you. The children
no, I
need
was
you.
actually fully expecting
Google
that.
is doing similar kind of research now.
On what?
Yeah,
Oh.
on the
Voice.
replicating. Yeah, exactly like this case. Someone who lost their voice.
Okay.
One of the tests that they have done, I saw on YouTube from them, Google themselves, is about the American footballer. So he's got quite a bit of interview footages.
Okay.
So they managed to
Oh.
recreate his voice, and he cries in tears. that was so touching, and like
my
when technology
gosh.
is used like
Correctly.
right way,
Yeah, I really didn't know that he was actually sick in real life.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Val Kilmer was there. If you notice, I'm sure you guys do. Straight off from the film, and the song comes on, it already brings you back to the first part. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is for especially those who watch the first
Yep.
part.
Mm.
And then they introduce all the characters, right? The photographs, the
Yeah.
old photographs.
Yeah,
Then
I
you
saw
see,
that.
hey, that guy is there.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that guy is there. Then it really, brings you back all the scenes and what made Top Gun, right?
I wanted to ask the photos, were they actually them when
Yep.
they were younger?
Yep. Actual photos from
Oh,
the
it's
original,
from the original.
movies. Yes.
Because I didn't know, right, that Top Gun 1 or like the first Top Gun movie was like 1986. So I thought that they somehow recreated like the photo,
Oh, I
like
see.
they made it.
Right.
Yeah, and that these actors, they found actors that look exactly like them. I was like,
It's
how?
more troublesome.
I was like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. I'm sure somebody would have
Now
taken
I
photo.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the original one.
Oh.
Look at Val Kilmer, so good looking, right?
Yeah,
At that time he was like really like young actor. Tom Cruise was also
Yeah.
young one.
Mm.
As I was watching this film,
Mm.
I felt like, how come it's the best technology of US military,
Mhm.
the best at the time,
Mm.
F-14 always failed to
Yeah.
Oh.
evacuate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the past also got films
Yeah,
of
that's
F-14.
how the
The goose died.
roosters that died.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
There was
ejected, right?
There
Yeah.
was a flashback. He
He
jumped
was-
off and
yeah.
he hit on the canopy.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see the hitting the canopy. I
Yeah.
don't remember that. But I do remember him on the waters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So last time, I guess,
Maybe they did it on purpose because it's his son in the same position.
Of
So
course,
they-
lah, to have that dramatic effect.
The producers or
Yeah,
what?
they-
the
The director.
writer.
Yeah,
But
the director.
Coincidentally,
Yeah,
it's the same
Yeah, it's-
plane, lah. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not
That's why
coincidental, it's
I guess-
deliberate.
I mean, that's why, although Navy is helping them, it makes F-14
Yeah.
looks very miserable.
Yeah, I guess they don't
That's
like
true,
F-14. I
that's
think the American Army, Navy didn't like F-14. So really like screwed up.
I like though.
Actually, you know the first scene when he crashed? I fully thought he was going to be like paralyzed, and then the whole story about him being paralyzed. Because how do you survive that airplane crash and like they
He
don't?
the
eject, lah,
test-
he ejected it.
Test pilot thing.
The stealth.
airplane, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But they didn't show him ejecting, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god,
the
he's gonna
dramatic
die.
effect lah.
Yeah.
But how can Tom Cruise die?
Die.
No,
Like
like
for a second,
paralyzed
right?
lah, paralyzed or something.
And then they gotta use AI the rest of the way.
yeah.
Oh yeah, as usual, late spoiler alert.
Yeah, too late.
We do
But if
it
you-
late all the time.
If you haven't watched the movie, then you deserve to be spoiler alerted.
Okay.
Spoiled. Yeah.
Spoiled.
Yeah. Okay. I told our camera guy when I watched this, right? Didn't you guys see the similarity between when they approach the target,
Mhm.
like Star Wars,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
The Star Wars, the original
belly
Star
and
Wars.
the-
Then they have to come in and they were getting fires left, right, center, and then they have to like target so small, let go, and then they siam,
Yeah.
right? And then it's like okay lah, maybe they ran out of ideas on how to approach this. Or?
But I think the biggest difference is that the gravity. In Star Wars,
Wars.
you don't see gravity.
Right.
No, what do you call that? Not CG, what? G-force.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
yeah,
Yeah,
G-force,
so no G-force lah. So the people like a bit
Yeah.
easier lah. to
May the
pilot.
force be with you.
Yeah.
So, no G-force. but
And then
force.
and then the second part, right? When Rooster wanted to come in and shoot, then the guy behind him. Oh, laser is not working. Didn't it bring you to the part where let go, Luke? Obi-Wan Kenobi talks in his head because he was depending on that machine, right, to shoot.
Right,
Let go,
right.
Luke.
Oh, yeah,
Let
yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Trust in the
So-
force, Luke. Same, right? Trust. What do you say? What's the
Don't
Maverick?
think.
Don't think.
Just do it.
Just
yeah.
do.
No, do it. Then it's gonna be some company
Ah,
thing.
Logo.
So,
Oh,
yeah, that's why they didn't do it until there.
Just do.
Yeah.
Oh, just do. Yeah.
True,
Don't
true.
think, just do.
True.
Don't take that advice to every aspect of your life. Certain parts you have to
You
think a
need
bit.
to hold back.
Yeah. Only when you're flying a plane, F-14, and you're being shot at, not F-18.
So specific.
Yeah, then you don't
But
think.
this Air Force, everyone don't follow the order.
Yeah, no. How come so chaotic, no?
Yeah.
And
I
it
mean,
seems,
Hangman,
yeah.
obviously he didn't follow. You know,
Which part?
The end, is
the
it?
very last one to
I was-
rescue.
Oh,
I was
Because
expecting him
he
to
was
come
told,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
but as a military order is order, you know.
Mm.
And one man who doesn't follow the order, still understandable.
yeah. Everybody in
Yeah.
the gang, right?
Three.
Yeah, and for only one
Maverick,
fella to come and rescue,
Rooster, yeah,
it's not
Hangman.
it's not logical, right?
Yeah,
If you want to send a rescue team, you won't send one guy
yeah,
to
yeah,
attack
yeah,
an
yeah.
enemy.
Actually, I was expecting them to send a rescue team.
Actually,
Yes.
same here.
Right?
Yeah, a
Yes.
team,
A team,
rather
Yeah.
than
not
one
one
airplane,
person,
yeah.
right?
Because all of the rest, there's so many of them that actually
Yeah.
train for it,
Yep,
and
yep.
they're not even going into enemy territory
That's
anymore.
why I think it's a problematic that they didn't specify the enemy country.
Mm,
Because sometimes politically you can't do that.
Oh.
It's a secret mission,
right.
and
Yeah.
you can't send over the rescue team.
Yes, correct. It's
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah. Just we couldn't help it, but it said a bit, right?
Yeah.
Then you said it's good that they didn't specify the
Mm.
enemy country. Do you want to share with them, why you think so?
Yeah, because it is so the norm that Hollywood will always have portray an enemy to the U.S. government. Right?
Mm,
It's
mm.
always either the Middle East terrorists or
Mm.
China at one
Mm.
point, and then Russia.
Mm.
Right? So to me, it was quite good that they didn't mention where it was. It's just somewhere an enemy. Blah blah blah. Mm.
But then, didn't you say you noticed the airplane or the helicopter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta say that.
When the F-18 was crashed, or Maverick F-18 was crashed,
Mm.
and he was on the snow ground, and the helicopter came in. It was an instant spoiler to me because I know that helicopter Hindi, which is Russian made.
Mm.
So not necessarily enemy is Russia, but Russia
Yeah.
allied countries. Yeah.
Right.
So straight away I know it's not a rescue, but it's an enemy.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a split second. So, but soon after that, Rooster joins him. Then they would go look for
F-14.
the base, right? The bombed base, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then our friend cameraman here, he whispered like, "Oh, Mission Impossible."
True, lah.
True,
That part is a
True,
bit.
true.
Yeah.
It was unrealistic, but we had
Yeah.
to suspend our disbelief, lah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
them, especially them running through the snow, I was like, how is nobody realizing that they're in
Just
enemy
being
territories?
bombed like 20 bombs or what,
True.
like, yeah.
But still, yeah.
Okay, talking about people running in the snow, I don't know how this is related, lah. But you see the two Asian faces. How
is that related? Wait.
You see the two Asian cadets
Yeah.
in the whole show. There's two of them
The
actually.
female and
There's
the
the
male.
female and the male.
Yeah.
But do we know their names?
No.
We can't even see their faces
We
clearly.
don't even hear their voice,
Yeah.
right?
That was the worst part. Yeah.
There's like a few seconds of them when they first came in into the pub,
and there's the one shot, that
There's
one blurry shot.
and
of
then
the
when they were
female.
playing, right?
Yeah.
And then you see
in the
two
beach.
female, one in the sports bra or something, whatever. And there's only two of. Okay, so you know there's another female, right?
I don't even recall seeing the other female. I only remember seeing Phoenix on the beach. The beach
There's
scene.
one more. There's one more. There's one time there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just wondering, like, why would you not give them like just some clear shots instead of like blurry behind them always being at the back? Like, why would you even have diversity if you decide like
Not
cast not to present
Yeah.
them in the film? You know?
If you start talking about every small character, it will be another 3 hours film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this film is 131. 131 minutes only. That's so
Mm.
beautiful. You know?
How
I get that, I get
how
that.
long or what is the unedited version would be like for 1
800
hour,
hours of airplane.
800 hours
That's crazy.
I
airplane?
just read it up.
Really?
It's
Wow.
crazy. They fly a whole day, and the usable footage would be like 30 seconds.
Oh man.
The fuel.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just the fuel that they use for that also?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they had to spend this much money.
170, which is cheaper than.
And
We will never let it go. We'll never let it go. Yeah, but actually, I wanted to ask, do you all know whether the actors were also trained with like all the
Yes, they are,
aviation?
Yeah.
So
They
are they supposed to
trained
get
for
a cert?
5 months.
So they technically they can actually fly.
No.
Oh.
They can tahan the G.
That's all. That's
Yeah.
the G.
The G-force.
Wow.
I that day kena a bit of air turbulence, air pocket hit the
Yeah,
airplane.
Jumbo jet.
Panic, everybody all
Yeah.
holding on to the seats. What more 10 Gs? My goodness.
Yeah.
Do you have to do physical training
Yes.
also?
A lot.
Oh.
And Tom Cruise asked the actors to send him a report every day.
Wow.
And he was reading
Whoa.
it and he was telling them like individually like, oh, you should do this. You should do
He's
this.
actually the real life team leader. Yeah.
That's how crazy he is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He really wants the perfection.
Yeah.
And, very credible and
He really regret that the first Top Gun didn't use the real airplane.
Mm.
So yeah.
to compare, right? Top Gun, the cast, and then Top Gun 2. Top Gun 2 looks a bit more professional, right? That really look like the part,
Yep.
right?
They look very professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them, right?
But it's also a transition in the filmmaking. Last time we could,
Excuse.
yeah, feel okay.
Right.
But now, wow, a lot of nitpicking YouTubers.
True.
Yeah.
I tell you, I think that's why, right? They put the beach scene. They trained so long, right? I feel like they had to do some fan service somewhere
Correct.
in the middle.
Just to show
That
that these
scene.
people got nice body.
Just for that scene.
They pump up.
Damn.
Just for,
I thought they put that scene because they have trained hard enough.
Nah,
They
I'm sure
decided
they do.
needed
They
to
did.
show
I'm
their
sure they
body.
did.
Both ways, both
But
ways.
Yeah,
just
both ways.
for that scene.
56 years old in the 20s.
Wow,
You
and
know,
still,
like, yeah,
s-
still-
almost outshining
Yeah.
them is something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still an active pilot.
Yeah.
He's a test pilot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he went up with the stealth bomb 10 plus Gs.
Oh, no. I mean, I salute to the actor Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah.
is the part, right? He really
Mm.
works for the part.
Yeah.
You know, you're not some. Yeah.
And speaking of that scene, right? We were discussing just now with our cameraman. You weren't here. The scene right before the beach scene, right?
Mhm.
Is it sunset or
Okay.
sunrise?
Yeah.
Because cameraman and I think it's sunset because it's like golden hour. Yeah.
Both have
No,
magic
but
hours.
sunset has more golden hour than sunrise.
Please
So
tell
it's
them
called
it is
magic
in the
hour.
morning
No, I swear.
because this
what do
is
you
a
think, Has?
military.
Uh-huh.
Military start off things in the morning.
Yes.
That is why that top guy came to check on them in the morning, and yet he's not there. That is why it's in the beach day. It cannot be in the afternoon
No, but-
after lunch. Then the fella come. Okay,
No, it could be
what's-
right. It could be the morning they
It
had training.
cannot be.
It can. And then they went to the beach because the scene right after that is that he
Cas,
went to Peggy's house.
can you
and it was
please-
nighttime already.
Yeah,
Cas,
Okay,
we need your
I
opinion.
I tell you guys,
Okay.
it's not a big deal. Or if you really want confirmation, you just search for the location where they shoot. Then the sea is facing either east or west.
the direction
Then you will know.
to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at the shadow. Is it left or to the right? Where the sun is?
Then if you search on it, then after all you may find out that it's in front of green screen.
No way. That scene was too nice to
Yeah,
be in
yeah.
front
What
of green
irks
screen.
me was how perfect Tom Cruise's hair was after spending so much time running around the salt water breeze all in the
It
hair.
should
and
have
the
at least
fella
made it a bit messy,
with the
right?
sunglasses. Yeah, like, hey, cool.
Yeah, but that scene
You want
right
a
before that
team?
was nice.
This is a
eh?
team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the line?
Yeah. You asked me to build a team or something,
Yeah.
right? Fly like a team.
As we're talking about the beach scene, right?
Mhm.
That scene, the song that like comes in right before that, right? When what's his commander, the annoying one, standing
Yeah.
right in the middle of the track with the airplanes and
in
like
the morning sun.
sunrise or sunset. The song is like trending on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And people are like all saying that they freaking love this scene, that they will go back to watch just for that scene. And like the transition from the commander to the
okay,
beach.
okay.
Because that song plays throughout.
Why did they use that song? Is it already
What
because
song
it's
is that?
trending on TikTok? Or
I think youngsters like it for some reason. Yeah, because it's struck out to
But
me
that's
also.
after the movie, right?
No.
That scene.
During that scene. During
No,
that
no, no,
scene
no.
with the
Trending after the movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
Was it before?
it's not
It's the
adapted
movie that
because of the trend,
the movie that caused it to. I
Mm.
think it was for the movie, if I'm not wrong, because it was posted on YouTube 2 months ago. That's about when it started.
But things can get viral or trendy very fast.
Yes.
on
Yeah.
TikTok,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, especially this song for Top Gun.
What struck you most in the movie? For me, it's the sound and how it was. Like I felt I was flying the plane.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
really
yeah,
lah, right? Not
Immersive,
really lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're the sound guy. What
Mm.
what do you feel about the sound design?
It actually rolls back to like how I wish I wanted. I was watching it on Atmos.
Oh, I thought you said you want to
Right.
become a pilot.
That's Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Yeah. But even with 7.1, it's so well done, and it's really like I just said, immersive. You immerse into the universe, and like that 6 IMAX camera, you really feel like you're in the cockpit of the F-18, and like the shake and all that.
Yeah.
The sound design, well use of the subwoofer also, and like space, like some radio comes from like right hand behind.
Yeah.
So you feel the commanding. Do you call that booth or command?
Cockpit.
No,
Which one?
the commanders.
They were okay in the room, right? We're in the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can feel the room, like hard wall kind of.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. So,
Right.
The ambient sound is different, right?
Yeah.
I think this experience probably applies to everyone who's watching, because especially the scenes where it's like right after the airplane, after the crazy action scenes, then you will hear people sighing, and it's like it's like when you breathe in and you're like, oh my god, they're gonna die, and then the sigh, everyone I could hear it, I remember, right?
Relief,
that's how
kind of,
crazy the sound and the
I
visuals
had
were.
I had the same kind of feel when I watched Saving Private Ryan. You know, when they wanted to land, and then they were receiving gunshots, gunfire, those soldiers on the boat. And then the rain and the choppiness of the weather of the water, and then everybody's like so scared. I felt that when Tom Cruise was flying and doing the obstacle course for the first time. Right, you can hear his breathing.
Right.
And then it's shifted every time he turns.
Yeah.
That's the one when he was about to taken out of the project, right?
Yes.
Yes.
After he did the F-18 illegal F-18 run.
Right.
Yeah.
He's done so many illegal and
Things.
not obeying the order.
In real,
but he was like that in the original.
The original one is the same. Yeah. So that's him, right? He said, "It's not what I do; it is me."
Yeah.
but in the real Navy, they won't allow this at all.
The first
right?
time,
For
then
sure.
that's it lah.
You're out. First
He
offense.
wouldn't even get onto the plane to begin with, right?
True.
It's not his
The amount of
airport.
protocols he broke.
Just go in, take a key from somewhere. Okay, I just take this F-18. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but that that aside, that scene was superb. It
Yes.
was really, and before that, the prior flying scenes, they don't have that effect. They don't have the pilots like really struggling.
They did for me. Just the low altitude one already was. I was like pulling my hair. I was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Where it was like,
I could feel she was sitting on my left, and I could feel her tension.
I was like so tense, I sighed after every flight scene because it was really so intense. The sound was amazing.
Me and Amir said this can be the new ride at Disneyland.
Oh yeah.
But it's Paramount.
Oh, okay lah, whatever lah. If Paramount decides to open a theme park, then can
They
use
should
it.
really do
The
it.
Top Gun ride.
Everyone's gonna vomit lah.
Yeah, but then they gotta have a disclaimer, right?
Yeah.
4Gs, 5Gs.
No, I don't even think we'll ever try
And you know
try
what?
the
Then
GeForce.
the Singaporeans were thought is for the handphone mobile reception. 4G, 5G, 6G. Wow, so good so nice.
Now
So
got
high
6G
8G leh.
Oh no.
And
Chey.
they going come out, all started vomiting.
Now that we spoke about sound design, we always come back to this. What did you feel about the song used in the movie?
I
okay.
felt that it was used appropriately.
Yeah, I feel the same. Maybe it's because more than 50%, I'd say nostalgia.
It
I was
is.
From
gonna
the first
ask.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
right.
It is.
Yeah.
It just basically wants you to bring back that feel good vibes that you had when you watched the first one, right?
Yeah.
And the songs are. You imagine Kenny Loggins. I think we only know 2 songs from him:
One is
Footloose,
this,
Footloose, and this.
So will you say it's like appropriate nostalgia? Like
It is appropriate
And-
use
appropriate
of the
use
yeah.
to
music.
evoke nostalgia.
Definitely, because I think somehow the movie makers want you to have that connection to the old characters,
Yes.
so that it tugs you a bit more,
Right.
a bit cry a bit at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah. So I would have really loved if Val Kilmer is not in his present illness situation.
Of course.
Then he was, he'd be speaking more and more of
Yeah.
him in the movie, because Top Gun 1, he's quite a big
yeah,
character,
he was a rival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They made this, I don't know if it's even possible, 2 planes upside down
Oh,
was
yeah,
from
yeah.
Top Gun
Yep.
1. That's their thing.
Yeah.
That's Maverick's thing.
Oh.
They were like looking at each other,
Yeah. Where,
on top of
where
it, yeah.
is
Then they look
enemy
up,
plane?
the
Then-
fellows up
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
Right. So when he did that maneuver, like, oh,
Yeah.
that's him.
That's the
Maverick's back.
yeah.
So they
Right?
had no choice lah for the what's his name again? The sick character.
Iceman.
Ice,
Val
right?
Kilmer.
Yeah, because the actor himself is sick.
That's why in the early session today, I said a lot of investor has been speaking to Tom
Oh,
Cruise
right.
to shoot with VFX, but
He doesn't want.
you blame Navy lah. Hey, cooperate earlier lah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I think today's discussion we were especially enthusiastic about it because we just watched it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a
So
good
And
movie
we
to talk
enjoyed
about.
it.
Yeah.
yeah,
much, yeah,
all
so
of us.
yeah.
It's first time all of us
Oh, yeah,
enjoy
that's
so much.
right.
Yeah.
Except
Maybe-
it was a sunrise and not a sunset scene. Never mind.
In the comments, everyone, please
Support you.
support me because I'm being attacked by 2 people here, 2 beasts.
Team Sunset and Team Sunrise.
No, yeah, I'm correct. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
But it's not a
till
big deal,
we see, hear, and meet again. Bye bye.
再见。
Sayonara.
I swear. Sunset.